Right. So to get started, you can just lay down on your back, actually, and take a moment to arrive. Settling in with your feet either extended or your feet on the floor, knees up and knees together so that you can really relax here. Arms can be by your side or on your belly, wherever they land naturally. And then just for a moment, close your eyes. Close your eyes and arrive. Arrive in this room. Maybe notice any sounds in the room. Becoming aware of the sounds. And notice and observe your reactions as you notice those sounds. Arrive on the floor, on your mat, on the carpet, wherever you chose to be tonight for this class in your home. And notice the texture and the density of the surface that you're laying on. Notice the parts of your body that are directly connected to the ground. Notice how the parts of your body feel on the ground. Notice the texture underneath. Is the surface that you're laying on, is it hard? Is it soft? Is it warm? Is it cold? And yet again, just notice your reaction towards all that you notice right now. And whatever you observe, whatever you notice, whatever your reaction is, can you just let that be what it is? And then arrive in your body. You can follow the breath into the body. Noticing how the breath enters, maybe through the nose, maybe through the mouth. Maybe you notice the depth of your breath, the rhythm of your breath. Follow the breath out of your body. Also noticing, is it going through the nose? Is it going through the mouth? And where is the next in-breath going? And start closing your mouth and breathing through your nose if possible. Taking more fuller and deeper breaths. And fully exhaling all the air out on each exhalation. equalizing the in-breath and the out-breath. And finding a rhythm that feels natural and good to you. And stretch your arms up overhead. If you have your feet on the floor and your knees up, maybe extend your legs and stretch yourself. Gently roll your wrists and your ankles a little bit. Stretching opposite hand and feet away from one another. Stretching same hand and feet away from one another. And then find your neutral position on the floor. Bring the feet right behind your sit bones again. And bring your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers and place them on your shin. And then option to extend the left leg flat to the mat. Or keep it in an angle with the sole of the foot on the floor. And then press your right knee into your hands so that your hands are pushed away. Activate here so that your lower back is pressed into the mat, into the floor. Take a full breath into your belly. And then as you breathe out, relax the muscles around your right thigh, your right belly, and let the weight of your hands sink your knee into the belly. On an in-breath, push the knee into your hands again. Activate. And exhale to release and relax. Do 2 more, breathing in as you activate, creating space for the belly to breathe in. And exhale to let go, to relax. Find the rhythm of your own breath. Breathing in, activating. Breathe out to relax. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling, pressing the heel up. And if that leg doesn't go straight up towards the ceiling, diagonal line is totally fine too. Or you choose to grab behind your hamstrings or behind your knee and keep a bend in the knee. And then just do a couple points and flexes of the foot. So pushing the toes away, stretching the front side of the leg, and pulling the toes towards you, stretching the back side of the leg. Point and flex. And then press the outside edge of your foot up towards the ceiling. And press the inside edge up towards the ceiling. Outside edge, so like karate kick. And the inside edge, pulling the outside edge in. And then do a couple mindful and big circles with your foot. Nice. In one direction, and then change direction. And really move slow and move only from the ankle joint so that you can really feel the muscles working. And then relax. Bring the knee in, shake the leg out, maybe tap the muscles a little bit. And lower the right foot. Take a moment here just to notice the difference of the two sides. And then bring the left knee in. Right leg can be, again, extended on the floor or in an angle. Interlacing the fingers, put them on top of your knee. And then as you breathe in, activate to push the knee into your hands. Low back pushes into the floor. And as you exhale, slowly relax. Knee comes into the chest. Inhaling to activate, breathe in, push the knee into your hands. Exhale, relax, and let the weight of your hands bring the knee in towards the belly. 2 more, breathing in, activate. And exhale to relax. Find your rhythm. After your next exhalation, press the heel up towards the ceiling. Find that stretch of the back side of the leg. Maybe you choose a diagonal line, maybe you choose bent knee, whatever works best for you. And then move through a couple mindful pointings and flexing of the foot. Pointing, really feeling the stretch in the front of the leg, and flexing to feel the stretch in the back. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the belly relaxed. And then as you have your foot activated in a 90-degree angle, press the outside edge up towards the ceiling. And then pull the outside edge in, pressing the inside edge of the foot up towards the ceiling. So sideways movement of the ankle. And out again. And then move through a couple big mindful circles of the ankle joint. And another direction. And relax, release. Nice. Take a moment again just to feel the difference in the 2 legs. Notice how you're breathing, how you're feeling already compared to when you started today's class. And then bring both knees into your chest. Grab your hands behind your knees and start to rock and roll a few times back and forth. Trying to maintain a really round back. Depending on your surface on the floor, it might not feel so comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, don't do it too often. Find your way up. Maybe you take a little bit of momentum and you make your way onto your feet with a little swing. However you find your way, come into a low squat, feet mat width apart or even wider. And just move a few times from one foot to the other. Noticing and observing how your feet feel, how your ankles feel, your knees, your hips. And play with your hands a little bit. See where you can reach. And then find your way onto all fours into tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees somewhere underneath your hips. The fingers gently spread. And just take a couple rounds around your wrist with your fingers flat on the floor. And into the other direction. Noticing how your wrists feel. Checking in with your shoulders. And your back. And taking your shoulders up over your wrists again. Bring the knees a little bit closer together so that they're hip width apart. And then gently lower the belly down towards the floor. Draw the chest forward And gently look forward or even up if that feels good as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly tuck your tailbone and round your back, making an angry cat pose, really pressing the floor away, allowing the head to hang heavy, and feel your shoulder blades pushing away from one another. Take a breath, cycle here, and then slowly drop the belly again towards the floor. Sit bones move up and back, chest moves forward. Look forward, maybe look up if the stretch in the throat feels nice. And then slowly tuck your tailbone, roll one vertebra at a time into that angry cat rounded spine pose. Move a few more times in a natural way that feels good for you. So be playful with it, with that arching of the back and the rounding of the back. And observe how your breath is moving. Notice how the shape shifting of your body might potentially direct your breath. And then see how you choose to breathe. So there's always the possibility to breathe with the movement or to move with the breath. Then tuck your toes behind you and walk your hands back so that you're sitting on your stretched feet. Now, I feel a little bit intense for some of you. That's good. If it gets too much, just come out of it. Take a moment here, bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, elbows together. Just give your wrists a couple of rolls to one direction and the other. And then shake your hands out. And release your feet. Tap. And take your sit bones back. Reach your arms forward as far as you can, as far as it feels good. Pressing the palms down, lowering the head to the mat. And take 3 deep breaths here. Feeling the breath moving into the back of your body. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Come back onto your knees into tabletop position. Tuck your toes and lift your knees just a little bit off the mat. Allow your elbows to be gently bent. And be soft here. Be bouncy. Maybe bounce a little bit from one side to the other, giving a little bit of movement into this strong and powerful position. And then slowly start stretching one leg at a time. Elbows can still be bent a little bit. Pressing the heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. Just find that stretch through the back of the legs. And then send your hips a little bit higher. Maybe walk your feet a little bit closer. Allow your head to hang heavy. And then find a moment of stillness here. Press the hands into the mat. Activate the shoulders as you press up into the sit bones. Bending the knees if you need to, if you feel like having the knees bent. And take 2 more breaths here. Find stillness in that strong position. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Hands stay on the floor until the feet meet the hands. And take a moment here. Relax your hands, take the hands off the mat, stand on your feet. Feet are hip width apart, and allow your upper body to hang heavy and to swing a little bit from side to side. And take stillness again, come back to center. And slowly move up into a standing position. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. And then find your stance on both feet and find equal weight on both feet. So again, you can keep the knees a little bit bent, roll your shoulders, and open your arms. Reach your arms up overhead as you breathe in. Give yourself a nice little stretch here again, just like you did on the floor at the beginning. Stretch both arms up, straight up, both feet rooted down. Breathe in, look up. And then as you exhale, slowly bend the knees and fold forward. Bend your knees and bring your hands onto your knees. Push up to a flat back. Breathe in here. And then exhale to lower and fold. Knees still bent. Hands can come down. Step your right foot back. And lower your right foot down. Like right knee down to the floor. And then pull your right knee towards your left ankle. Activating the feet, lifting the hands off the mat. And with that strong foundation, with the activated foundation, reach your arms up overhead. And try to relax the shoulders. Try to find a sense of softness around your shoulders, around your upper body, but maintaining the stability and the strength in the legs. Take one more full breath in. And as you exhale, lower the hands down. Lift the back knee off the mat and step your right foot forward to meet your left. Bend the knees, inhale, halfway lift, hands onto the knees, flat back, look forward. And exhale to fold again. Relax head and neck. Hands down, step your left foot back. And then again, pull your left knee towards your right ankle towards your left knee to lift yourself up off the ground. Keep that stability in your foundation and reach your arms up overhead. Find that softness in your shoulders, softness in the fingers, and the fullness of the breath. Take one more breath here. Exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee off the mat. And step it forward to meet your right. Knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto the knees or float them now this time. And exhale to lower, to fold. Head and neck relax. Let the hands down again. Step right foot, left foot back. Lower both knees. And slowly lower all the way down onto the belly. Place the backs of the feet onto the mat. Roll the shoulders up and down the back. Elbows drawing in towards one another. And with your next in-breath, lift chest, chin, and head up. And as you exhale, float down. Do that 2 more times. Breathing in, lift up. Chest, chin, and head. And exhale to float down. One more. Inhale, chest, chin, and head lift. Exhale, stay up high. Release your hands off the floor. Keep the neck nice and long. Gaze down onto the floor. And feel the muscles of your back working. But try to keep the shoulders soft. Try to keep your jaw soft. And you can support your lower back by pressing the pubic bone down to the floor, to the mat. Take one more breath in, lift up a little bit higher, and exhale to lower. Take a moment here, you can make a pillow with your hands, relax your body, and maybe shimmy the hips a little bit from side to side as you take deep breaths into the backside of your body. And then slowly bring your hands back next to your chest, elbows drawing in towards one another. Tuck your toes and press back up to your hands and knees. Stretch your arms, send your hips back, and pull yourself forward onto all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, send your hips up for plank dog, mountain pose, down dog, whatever you want to call this shape. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Keep the hands on the floor for as long as you can. And once your feet reach your hands, release the hands. Swing a little bit from side to side. Find your center. Bend the knees even more and start by tucking the tailbone under to stack one vertebra at a time on top of the other to come back up to standing. And take a moment here to feel the feet rooted. Feel how your shoulders feel. And notice how your breath is flowing. And see if for a moment, if you can visualize that you're rooting down through the soles of the feet and connecting through those roots into the ground underneath you and connecting with your surrounding around. And just like a tree, can you imagine drawing energy up through those roots, through the soles of the feet, into your legs, to your trunk, up through the hips, and then let that energy travel up through the spine, creating length and lightness through the spine. Let that energy travel up and out through the crown of the head, connecting you with the ceiling, with the sky above you. And take a full breath in as you feel that energy rising up through the body. And keep that length as you breathe out and root down even further. Do that one more time. Breathe in, draw energy up, feel lightness through the body, feel that length created. And maintain that length as you breathe out and root even deeper. On your next in-breath, reach your arms up overhead again. We'll float through this sequence one more time. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up. Maybe come onto your tiptoes for a little play of balance. And then exhale, heels down, fold at the hips, bend the knees, and come forward, letting the head and the shoulders hang. Inhale, halfway lift, either with the support on your knees or arms floating. Exhale to fold again. Hands down, step your right foot back. Knee comes down. Draw the energy into the midline so that your upper body lifts. Keep that activation in the legs. Keep the softness in the upper body. Reach your arms up, but this time in a different way. And find the softness in the shoulders and the fingers again. And always stay here for 3 deep breaths, and I want you to feel into the expansion of your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, slow and steady. Legs are active, shoulders are soft. Take one more full breath in. And exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee off the mat. And step your right foot slowly, slowly, slowly forward to meet your left. Feet are hip width apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine with support or arms floating. Exhale to fold and release. Hands down, step your left foot back. Left knee comes down. Pull left knee to the right ankle towards left knee. Find that activation. And choose yet another angle to reach your arms up overhead. Take a moment here again. Shoulders soft. Arms can be open like a V shape. And then feel into the expansion of your breath. Feel the rib cage opening into all directions. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, hands back down. Lift the back knee off the mat. And slowly, slowly, slowly step it forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step your left foot, then your right foot back. Plank position. Lower the knees, soft elbows, and lower down onto your belly. Slowly and with control. Place the backs of the feet down onto the mat. Elbows drawing in towards the body, towards one another. And then breathe in and lift the chest, chin, and head up. And exhale to float down. 2 more times. Breathe in, lift chest, chin, and head up. And exhale, float. 1 more full in breath. Lift chest, chin, and head up. And as you breathe out, stay up high this time. Release your hands from the mat. And reach your arms back. Thumbs are pointing up, palms facing away from you. And reach your arms a little bit further back. Your head and neck still relaxed. Maybe you gaze somewhere in front of you on the floor. Lift a little bit higher. Allow your breath to move as it wants, as it needs to, in order to maintain your stability here. Take 1 more full breath. Lift the feet up, arms up, everything up. And then exhale, release and relax. Hands to a pillow. And exhale fully and completely. Shake your booty out. And take a few full breaths into the backside of the body. Feeling the breath expanding the ribs into the back. Bring your head back to neutral. Hands next to the shoulders, underneath the shoulders again. Elbows drawing in towards one another. Tucking the toes to prepare. And then push up onto your hands and knees. Send the hips back and over your heels, arms reaching forward. Stretch it out. And either stay here in active arms with your forehead down, or come passive and relax your elbows onto the floor, maybe even place the backs of the feet down. And take 3 more breaths here to relax, to ease again. Activate the arms again, look forward, pull yourself forward onto all 4. Toes tuck, lift your knees off the mat and send your hips up for a plank dog. Hips don't have to be too high. Keep the elbows bent a little bit, strong shoulders. Let the head and neck relax. And find a moment of stillness. Take 2, 3 deep breath cycles, maintaining the stability, yet finding softness and ease. And then slowly walk your feet forward again to meet your hands. Release the hands. Let your head and neck hang, let your shoulders hang. Swing a little bit from side to side. Come back to center. And slowly start rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Rolling your shoulders, placing the head on top of your spine as the last thing. And reconnect again with the feet on the floor. Find that instant energy from the ground pulling up. Find that length. And notice if there is any parts of your body that is unnecessarily tensing up right now, and see if you can, with an exhalation, if you can just relax that, release that tension. And if you can't, that's totally fine too. We can only try. Take 1 breath in, reach your arms up overhead, come back onto your tiptoes 1 more time. And then heels back down, hands down, bend your knees, and come into squat. Sit your hips down. And place your feet in front of you. Find like a 90-degree angle in your knees. Reaching your arms forward. And see if you can tilt your pelvis a little bit forward so that your spine is really long, that your head is pointing up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms up overhead. Breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, reach your arms forward, and at the same time, start rounding the back, rounding the spine, lowering down 1 vertebra at a time with as much control as you can bring into this game. And if there's a couple vertebrae going in a chunk, don't lose it. Let the other ones lower 1 at a time again. Head down, arms reach up overhead. Take a full breath in here. And as you breathe out, reach your arms up over the head, towards the ceiling. Bring the chin towards the chest. Lift the shoulders off the ground. And pull your hands towards your knees, lifting 1 vertebra at a time off the mat. Coming back up. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale, start rolling the tailbone under. Reach your arms forward, so it's like a counter action almost. And the arms reaching forward help you to maintain the control as much as you can. As you lower down, slowly, 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 slowly. 1 vertebra at a time. When your head is down, reach your arms up overhead. Take a full breath in, relax the belly. And on an out breath, we come up again. You can take a little bit of momentum to come up. And we'll do 2 more. You can find your own rhythm. Slowly lowering down. So the lowering down is where the work and the progress actually happens. Coming up can be trickier. So there is no bad feeling when we have to take a little bit of momentum to come back up. But try to do the lowering as slow and as controlled as possible. Arms up as you breathe out. And pull them towards your knees. Pull yourself up. Nice. And we'll lower one more time down. With control. Slowly. Using those core muscles. And arms go up and over. Taking a full breath into the belly. Exhale, relax. Stay here. Bring your left leg onto the floor. Extend it away from you. Right knee comes into the chest. And then grab your right knee with your left hand and guide it over to the left side for a twist. The right arm can follow along, moving over the right knee, over the left hand, in a circle around the whole body. Do that 2-3 times as it feels good. And then eventually finding a place for the arm to rest where it feels good. And taking a moment, few relaxed breaths, natural breaths. In this twist, allowing the muscles to relax. With each exhalation, you can let go of the muscles, of the muscle tension, of the muscle activation a little bit more. Maybe you move your head gently from one side to the other, massaging the back of your head. Maybe you want to keep your head neutral, whatever feels good. We'll bring your knee back up to center. Place the foot down and change legs. Extend the right leg, bring the left knee in. Grab the left knee with the right hand and guide it over to the right side. And instantly follow with the left arm. Draw a big circle around the body. Just to find a position for your left arm where you can rest with ease. When you land your left arm, maybe close your eyes and see if you can let go of any holding in your body. Maybe even let your right hand drop off that knee. Let that knee move away if it has to. And allow the breath to flow naturally. Maybe moving the head a little bit from left to right, just massaging the back of the head. Maybe you keep it neutral. Slowly bring it back. Realign your spine. Arms by your side, palms facing down. And bring your heels a little bit closer so that you can grab your heels with or touch your heels with your fingertips. And then press your lower back into the mat and allow your tailbone to lift just a little bit. And then lift your vertebrae off the mat one by one. As you push the knees gently forward, lifting the thighs and the hips up. Taking one vertebra at a time off the mat until you can come no higher. And then take a full breath in. And exhale to slowly lower one vertebra at a time. From top through the middle of the back. All the way to the lower back. And then tailbone last. And relax. Take one more round, pressing the lower back onto the mat. Notice how that pressing action of your lower back into the mat or into the floor already naturally tends to lift the tailbone up, the sacrum up. And then keep lifting, keep pressing into your feet. Press your knees forward and away, lifting one vertebra at a time off the mat. And once you are at your highest, take a full breath in and exhale to slowly lower. Again, one vertebra at a time with as much control as you can bring in right now. All the way to the sacrum, lowering the tailbone and relax. Take the knees into the chest and draw a couple circles. Slow and mindful massaging your sacrum. Change the direction. Lower your feet down. Extend your legs. And if there is any movement that your body is still craving before moving into Shavasana, into the final relaxation pose, feel free to do that. If you feel good about your movement, then just allow your body to lay here and relax. Arms out by your side. The toes relax, the feet relax, toes can move out to the side. Maybe depending on how warm it is in your room, you might want to bring a blanket over you or even a sweater or something. And when you're settled in your Shavasana, your final relaxation pose, laying on your back, arms by your side and feet relaxed. Take 2 or 3 more deep breaths, very active breaths into your body, in through the nose and out through the mouth, to let go and signal the body that it is time to relax, to just be. Deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. And eventually letting the breath move on its own, trusting that your breathing continues without your active work or active controlled breathing. And for the next couple of minutes, I invite you to simply be to trust that there's nothing that you need to do, nothing that you need to think about, nothing that you need to control. So it's just you here now. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Power of love is here now. Power of now is here now. Power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Power of love is here now. Power of now is here now. Power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away our fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Power of love is here now. Power of now is here now. Power of you and me. Magic on earth. Power of love is here. Power of now is here now. Power of you. Magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away our fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. And slowly start taking deeper breaths back into your body. Start moving your hands and your feet. Follow any natural impulse of your body to move, to stretch. Maybe bring your arms up overhead or your knees back into your chest. And then with your eyes still closed, find your way back up into a seated position that feels more or less comfortable to you right now. Maybe you sit cross-legged, maybe you kneel. Or if you choose to just stay on the floor laying on your back, you can totally stay there too. And just bring your left hand onto your chest, right hand right on top of it. Be that seated or on the floor. And together we're gonna take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, with a pause in between that we're gonna extend each round a little bit longer. And after the last in breath, I invite you to stay in silence in the fullness of the breath for as long as it feels comfortable for you before you exhale completely out through the mouth again. So let's prepare. Exhale fully. I'm breathing in through the nose, filling the lungs with air. Pause at the top, relax the shoulders, relax the forehead. And exhale out through the mouth, letting go. No control. Breathe in through the nose, filling the lungs and the belly with air. Pause at the top, relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your forehead and the jaw. And exhale fully and completely out through the mouth, letting go, no control. Last, fullest, deepest in-breath of your day. Fill your whole body with air. Pause at the top, relax your entire being, and relax your body. And stay in the stillness. For as long as it feels comfortable for you. And you choose your moment to exhale fully and completely. After your last exhalation, bring the palms together in front of your heart. Pull the corners of the mouth up towards your ears. Give yourself a big smile. And then bring the thumbs up towards your forehead. Look up. Give thanks to whatever was guiding you from above. Bring the thumbs to your sternum, giving gratitude for whatever was guiding you from within and around. And then bring your hands down to the ground or in front of you. Open the palms up. Giving thanks to whatever was holding you, supporting you, nurturing you from below. Thank you very much.